goes out of bounds. Reason up to Moritz, stolen away, and now it goes off of Reason's foot, but I think they're also going to get Emma Reason for the foul. And that is going to be 2 on her. So coin for Emmanuel, Reason for Colonial, each with 2 fouls here in the first 5 minutes of this game. It's another deflection, but Emmanuel able to chase it down. Miller brings it back up. And another whistle, just out of bounds, no foul. Barfield able to deflect it. McKnight now running the point for Emmanuel. She loses the handle. West picks it up, gives it to Reason. Reason finds Barfield down low. That's Ava Reason, rather. Back to Emma. Her shot is missed. Long rebound to West. Now it's Barfield. She fires from 3. No good. Rebound, Emma Reason. No, it's taken away from behind. And Emmanuel brings it the other way. Shot by McKnight. No good. Rebound out to Miller. Back to McKnight. McKnight steps in, and that goes and hits some of the basket supports. So it will be out of bounds and back to Colonial. 2:08 to go now in the first quarter. Reason up to West. West over to Ava Reason. She puts up her shot. No good. Loose ball for the rebound, and Emmanuel comes away with it. Haley Miller crosses the timeline. Now coin, and now it's over to Zany McKnight. Her shot is off. Emma Reason now brings it the other way. Into Moritz. Now back to Reason. Now Barfield steps in, and her runner off the glass falls in. First bucket for Meg Barfield. Colonial back in front by 1. And another near steal, but Emmanuel keeps possession, and now it is stolen away. Barfield has it up ahead to Ava Reason. Ava Reason drives by Coin all the way, no good. Rebound out to Moritz. Moritz over to Emma Reason. She fakes and called for the travel after that pump fake. One minute even to go in the first quarter. Coin brings it up. Over to McKnight. McKnight, another steal. Ava Reason trying to shovel it ahead to Barfield. It ends up on the floor, and Emmanuel gets it back. Now the shot by Miller. That one's short. Rebound Barfield. Barfield gets it ahead to Ava Reason. And she's chased from behind by Emma Dyson and misses the shot. 20 seconds to go in the first. "12 seconds, and we're going to get a travel now called on Aaron Daniel. Whether it's nerves or something else, it has been a little bit of a choppy first quarter by both teams. Colonial will have one more shot at it. 10 seconds to go. They get it up to West. Over to Barfield, and another steal. Dyson. Barfield tries to get it back, and now Moritz has it, and time expires. So a back and forth first quarter, but both teams struggling offensively, and we've come to the end of the first. Colonial with the 1-point lead at the quarter break, 6-5. Colonial will have the ball to begin the second quarter. They lead it 6-5. Reason dribbles through traffic. Now gets it off to Ava Reason. Her shot misses. And the rebound ends up with Emmanuel. Zoe McKnight brings it up. Now the pass over to Zany McKnight, and that shot off the mark. They get it up to Barfield. Barfield going up the left side. Off the rim, no good. Long pass up ahead to Zany McKnight. Driving in on Moritz. High off the glass, no good. Rebound out to Zoe McKnight. Now Zany blocked. Another shot. Missed. Kicked out. Three-pointer now on the way. No good. Rebound to Moritz. Ava Reason now over to Barfield. Barfield will fire from just inside the three-point line and knock it in. Barfield now with 4 points. Emma Dyson now has it, guarded by Barfield. Now it's Haley Miller. Back to Dyson. Dyson guarded closely by Barfield. And now it's deflected, but Emmanuel maintains possession. On the baseline now, it's McKnight out to Miller. And back out to Dyson again. They'll reset. Trying to get it underneath to Zoe McKnight. We've got players on the floor now and a jump ball called. And it will stay with Emmanuel on the alternate possession. And a steal by Ava Reason. And a steal back by Emmanuel by Haley Miller. Shot now by Zany McKnight goes in. 8-7 now. Colonial in front by 1. Up ahead to Ava Reason, and she gets it to West, and West draws the contact as she goes in for the shot. Nice pass there by Ava Reason, as they're having a little bit more success breaking the press, but still not as much success finishing at the hoop as I'm sure they are hoping. Marissa hits the first. Second one, no good, a little bit too strong. Rebound to Haley Miller. Zoe McKnight now. Now Aaron Daniel, now into Zany McKnight. On the floor, gets it over to Zoe, but it's deflected, and Barfield for Colonial comes away with it. Barfield over to Ava Reason. Give and go to Emma Reason. Drives in, draws the foul, almost with another three-point opportunity, but she does still draw the foul, and she'll go to the line for 2. Foul against Zoe McKnight. That is 2 on her. And the first free throw is missed. Leah Fleck back in once again for Emmanuel as Reason hits the second free throw. 10-7 now with 5.5 to go, and another steal by Colonial. Reason over to West, and a nice save by Barfield. West now gets it out to Moritz, and now over to Ava Reason. And now it does go out of bounds as that pass for Barfield was too high. Give and go. And the shot up by Miller is no good. Rebound out to Fleck. Fleck dribbles into the lane, and we've got a whistle, and before the jump ball, actually a traveling violation against Fleck. So Emma Reason brings it across over to Ava. Now quickly to Moritz. She steps in, and she's going to go to the free throw line now. That foul goes against Emma Dyson. So it's Moritz at the line for 2 shots. And the first one is good. Second one is no good. Rebound Zoe McKnight. She now brings it up for the Eagles. Now she steps in, makes the pass down towards Zaney, and it goes out of bounds and last touched by Zaney McKnight. So it's Colonial's ball as Emma Reason brings it up again. Off the screen from Moritz, now gives it to Ava Reason, and then the quick pass to Moritz, and we're going to have another foul. And that's going to put Colonial into the bonus, so it will be Moritz at the line for a 1-on-1. And the first free throw is good by Moritz. Second one in and out, but West there for the rebound, gives it back to Moritz. And it's a reverse three-point play for Colonial. The free throw and then the bucket. Shot by McKnight, too strong. Rebound to Miller. And now it's Coyne off the glass, no good. And nobody picks up Reason until she drives into the lane, puts up the shot, but it's no good. Rebound to Emmanuel. Miller hands it off to Dyson. Now back to Miller. Now Fleck. And a steal by Barfield, able to save it on the sideline. Up the left side, draws contact, and she will go to the free throw line. So that foul goes against Coyne, and Barfield at the line now for 2 shots. First one's good. Second one, no good. And now it's going to be Carissa West called for going over the back as she was fighting Coyne for the rebound. That is the first on West. 15-7, 3:25 to go in the second quarter. Dyson on the wing, now looking for an outlet. And it goes out of bounds, last touch by Emmanuel. And it looked like Barfield may have kicked it, but no call. And then it was last touched by Emmanuel, so now Reason dribbles it through. Over to Barfield, that one well short. Now it's Averyson driving in. Her runner is no good. Coyne with the rebound. And now Miller lost it, but it was deflected. It goes out of bounds. It will stay with the Eagles. And that one from, I think maybe the foot was on the line, but it missed either way. That was Miller with the shot. Reason now. And finds a lane and goes all the way, and this time able to finish. Reason now with 5, and suddenly it's up to a 10-point lead, 17-7. It was just a 1-point margin after the first quarter. Steal now by Barfield, and Colonial's defense starting to pay dividends as their offense has also gotten into gear a little bit more here in the second quarter, as Emma Reason is clotheslined by Dyson. And now she'll go to the line again. That's 9 team fouls on Emmanuel. So after this trip, the rest of the first half, Colonial will be in the double bonus as Reason misses the first of the one-on-one. Rebound out to Haley Miller. Long pass intended for McKnight. She gets it, drives in, and lays it off the glass and in. And that ends a bit of a drought for Emmanuel. McKnight now with 6 points makes the score 17-9, and Colonial's going to call a timeout. 1:58 to go in the second quarter. Colonial up by 8. Colonial will have the ball with 1:58 to go in the first half. Again, this is the second semifinal here in the IACS Girls Basketball State Tournament. Winner will face Tabernacle in the championship game on Saturday. Tabernacle advanced earlier by beating Heartland. Tabernacle looking for 4 championships in a row if they can win on Saturday. Colonial gets it into Moritz. Now Barfield over to West, but a little bit behind West. She's able to save it, but into the hands of Aaron Daniel. Coyne now up to McKnight. McKnight drives against Moritz and then loses it out of bounds. And it will go back to the Cougars once again. Reason. Again, all the way. And finishes. I think drove through all 5 defenders that trip down. And ends up with the layup. And now a travel at the other end called against Haley Miller. And Reason lost the dribble, and then once she got it back, she was standing on the sideline. So that turnover sends it back to Emmanuel with 1:10 to go now in the second quarter. a steal by Barfield. Barfield chased by a couple of Eagles players and draws the foul against one of them. She'll go to the line for 2 free throws. I think this is going to go against Dyson. It does. That's against Emma Dyson. That's going to be 3 on Emma as Barfield toes the line for her free throws. First one is good. And the second one no good, and it's going to be West called for a foul once again, going over the back. Might have jammed her finger there too as she made contact with the ball. Under a minute to go now in the second. Miller loses the dribble. Now gives it over to Dyson. Now down to Coyne. Now they get it inside to Miller, and it's blocked. Emma Reason now pushes it up the other way. And McKnight there to deflect it out of bounds. It will stay with the Cougars. Long inbounds pass to Ava Reason. Back to Barfield. Now West. West has the pass deflected, but it goes back to Carissa. Now Barfield left open for 3. They backed off her, but unable to make them pay as the rebound comes down to Miller. 15 seconds to go now in the second quarter. And Barfield gets it. Plenty of time, 8 seconds. Drives in, off the glass and in. Barfield now with 8, and that's probably going to do it for the quarter as Emmanuel dribbles it out. So a 1-point first quarter margin has turned into a 13-point lead for Colonial at the half. We head to the halftime break with Colonial leading 22-9. Second half is just getting underway in the semifinal game for the IACS Girls Basketball State Tournament. As in for the layup goes Haley Miller. She misses, but she does draw the foul against Ashlyn Moritz. It is a 13-point lead here at the beginning of the third quarter for Colonial. Winner advancing to face Tabernacle in this Saturday championship game. Those championships will be played at Cross Point, by the way. 1 o'clock for the girls, 3 o'clock for the boys, as the first free throw by Miller misses. Second one goes in. Miller now with 2 points, both coming from free throws, as Emmanuel shows pressure again. This time Colonial able to beat it. Ava Reason misses the shot, but Ashlyn Moritz there to get the offensive rebound and the putback. Miller over to McKnight. Now over to Zany McKnight. Back to Zoe, and it goes to the ground, picked up by Moritz. Moritz dribbles through traffic, gives it off to Barfield. Barfield now weaves into the lane, puts up a little bit of a scooping shot. It comes up short, and Barfield comes up limping just a little bit. And now at the other end, that pass goes through the hands and off the leg of Miller. Reason again able to dribble through traffic, but then it lost it, and it's picked up by Coyne. Up ahead to Zoe McKnight. Now over to Zany McKnight, but the pass was too low and it goes out of bounds. And Colonial's going to call a 30-second timeout. With 6:51 to go in the third, it's Colonial up 24-10. Colonial will have the ball coming out of the timeout. And they bring it into Ava Reason. And Ava tries to split the defense, but loses the handle. Coyne now has it for Emmanuel, guarded by Barfield. Over to Miller. And then deflected out of bounds, and Carissa West hits the floor. A little slow to get up. But seems fine now. It will be Emmanuel ball. And another deflection by Barfield. So now it will be Emmanuel ball on the sideline. Long pass into McKnight. McKnight drives into the lane. Lost it. Moritz has it for Colonial. Over to Reason. Reason over to West. West puts up the jumper from the wing and knocks it in. Carissa West with her first field goal. She has 3 points. McKnight now steps in. Her shot too strong. Emma Reason brings it the other way. Had Barfield there underneath for a moment. Didn't quite see her in time, so they'll back it out and initiate the offense. Now she dribbles through traffic again and drives in. No good. And last touched by a Colonial player. So Coyne will bring it back the other way for the Eagles. Now another steal, near steal. And it does get turned over to Colonial as Aaron Daniel going for it ended up going out of bounds for Emmanuel. Reason over to Barfield. Barfield starts to go baseline, now brings it back out. Cross to Emma Reason. Emma drives in, off the glass and in. Emma Reason now with 9 points. She leads the way for Colonial as that shot by Miller misses. And now Emma Reason comes the other way. And Meg Barfield, they've stopped the clock as Barfield, I don't know if she came down on a foot, but she's on the floor, clutched her ankle there for a moment, now not really clutching much of anything. So we're going to have an injury timeout as we see and it does look like it's her right ankle or foot, not putting much, if any, weight on it. So Barfield is helped over to the bench and immediately lays down as they're going to take a look at that ankle. And again, couldn't really see what happened. It might have just been a situation of coming down on someone else's foot or maybe just a wrong step, but obviously in a lot of pain with that right ankle right now. So after the stoppage, it will be Colonial's ball. And it's deflected out of bounds. Colonial up by 18. It's 28-10. But also you're thinking of if Colonial does go on to win this game, they've got the championship game in just 2 more days. And what will be the condition of that ankle at that time? As we have another foul called, and Carissa West is going to the line for the Cougars. First one too strong. Second one gets the roll. And Carissa up to 4 points now. The lead is 19 at 29-10. McKnight brings it across for Emmanuel. Now Miller's going to pull it from just inside the 3-point line. That was a 2-pointer, but it goes down. Haley Miller now with 4 points. Emma Reason drives baseline, tough angle, and gets it to go. Almost from behind the backboard, just had a little bit of a sliver of an angle there, and she got the friendly bounce off the rim. Now at the other end, it's Miller missing, and the rebound to Moritz. Ava Reason now into Moritz. Moritz puts up the shot. No good. Rebound to Miller. And now it's Zoe McKnight bringing it up for Emmanuel. Drives into the lane, scoops up a shot, and it comes up short. It goes out of bounds. And it will go back to Colonial again. Rachel Boy has come into the game for Colonial. She came in when Barfield went out. And a nice give and go. Ava Reason finds a cutting Ashlyn Moritz, and Moritz lays it in. Moritz now in double figures with 10. Boy goes for the steal. Miller now puts up the shot. It's a little bit strong, but the rebound to McKnight. McKnight now finds Zany McKnight, but she takes too many steps as she tried to work her way out to a better angle for the shot. And now we have another timeout. It's a 30-second timeout called by Emmanuel. 3:11 to go now in the third quarter. 33-12 is the lead for Colonial. It's going to be Colonial's ball coming out of the timeout. Again, 3:11 to go in the third. Colonial out in front now by 21 at 33-12. Semifinal number 2 in the state tournament. Winner to face Tabernacle on Saturday as another give and go. Reason to Boy, back to Reason, and Reason lays it in. The assist to Rachel Boy on that one. Reason now with 13 points. She leads the way for Colonial. Miller goes baseline and loses it out of bounds. It will go back to Colonial again. And again, this was just a 1-point game at the end of the first quarter. The Colonial has taken charge since then, especially defensively. They've only allowed 7 points in the last quarter and a half. As Reason now warming up. This time a short baseline jumper. She now has 15. And McKnight. Zoe tries to make the pass over to Zany, and it's too high. Goes out of bounds. Reason to West, and now West brings it back out. Cross court pass to Reason. Now Reason drives into the middle, has it deflected, and now McKnight steals it away, gives it off to Zoe McKnight. Zany with the steal. Now Zoe makes the pass up to Miller, and intended back for Zoe, but it's taken away by Moritz. 3-on-3, and Moritz is going to slow things up. Now Ava Reason's going to try from 3 and knock it down. That's Ava Reason's first bucket of the night. Miller, she fires from 3, and that one's too long and out of bounds. Reason, again using the screen from Moritz, tries to make the pass, but it's blocked out of the air again, but then the outlet is stolen back by Moritz. West drives into the lane, no good, no whistle, and the rebound to Emmanuel, but then Aaron Daniel steps on the inline. It will stay with the Cougars. 1:09 to go in the third quarter now. Try to get it down low to West. She dribbles it back out to the perimeter. Now they work it around to Emma Reason. Now West is wide open underneath, and she lays it in. Carissa West now with 6. The assist there to Emma Reason. And now deflected out of bounds again. It will stay with Emmanuel. And now it's McKnight, but then she loses it off her foot and out of bounds. Now it will go to Colonial. 41 seconds to go. Emma Reason up the left side over to Ava. Can she hit 2 in a row? Almost. It was on line, but a little bit too strong. West gets the rebound. Now Ava Reason has it, but Ava steps on the sideline, and it will go back to Emmanuel. Zoe McKnight brings it up. Colonial back in their 2-3 zone. Fleck. Now over to Zoe McKnight into the lane. Tries to make the pass down low, but it's taken away again. Emma Reason. Ava's open, but I don't think Emma saw her. Drives in, draws the foul. And she'll have a chance for a 3-point play. Emma rather, up to 17 points now with a chance to make it 18 if she can hit this free throw, and there's only 3 seconds to go in the quarter, so that coming near the gun there as that free throw is missed, and that will do it for the third quarter as the horn sounds. So we are through 3 now, and Colonial has stretched out the lead. It is now up to 32 points, with Colonial leading by a score of 44-12 as we head into the fourth. Emmanuel has it here to begin the fourth quarter. Colonial up comfortably right now as they are looking to advance to the championship game on Saturday, as that was Miller hitting the floor for Emmanuel. The shot up by McKnight is missed, and West wrestles away the rebound for Colonial. Pass over to Boyd, back to Reason, and Reason took one too many steps. She took the pass from Rachel Boyd. So now it's Raylan Coyne. Brings it up. Now it's into McKnight. She turns, puts it off the glass too strong. West with the rebound for Colonial. Now they get it back to Emma Reason again. Another deflected pass. And now a steal by Coyne. chased by West. And they're going to get a foul on West as she went for the block. So this is Raylan Coyne who will go to the line for 2 shots. Third foul on West. And the first free throw rims out. Second one off to the right, rebound to Reason, Ava Reason, but then the outlet pass stolen away, and we're going to have another foul. This one goes against Ava Reason. So this is Haley Miller at the line. Her first free throw is good. Second one a little bit long, and Emma Reason has the rebound. Coming up the left side and deflected out of bounds. Stays with Colonial. Into Emma Reason, and now it's lost, and that one was last touched by Emma Reason. So back to Emmanuel once again. Coyne now over to Haley Miller. McKnight tries to make the pass down low. It's deflected, then it hits off the backboard and stolen away by Colonial. And now a foul is going to be called against Zany McKnight as she went in trying to make the steal from Emma Reason. That's just 2 fouls on Haley, or on Zany rather. Emma Reason, double teamed, loses the handle, but it was deflected. So no over and back, and now they give it to Moritz, over to Ava Reason. Moritz dribbles away from McKnight, now gives it off to Reason. Now into the lane. Over to Rachel Boy. Now Moritz pump fakes. Tries to make the pass down to West. It's deflected out of bounds. It will stay with the Cougars. Boy now out to Reason on the wing. She'll bring it back out to the top of the key. Now back over to the right side again. Changes direction, loses the dribble. Ball's on the floor, and we're going to have a jump ball called. It will stay with Colonial once again. And Boy tries to make the pass into a cutting Ava Reason. Now they get it into Moritz. Emma Reason drives in. Her shot may have been partially blocked on her way up. McKnight into Zany McKnight, and Zany McKnight goes in for the layup. 8 now for her. Still applying the pressure, and Reason loses it. Stolen away by Coyne. Pass on the floor, and now they're going to say a kick. They're going to say an Emmanuel player. I think it was Miller kicked it, so it will go to Colonial. Boy, long pass up to West. West goes in the left side, no good. And West keeps it alive. West from the floor kind of kept the ball alive and tipped it over to Ava Reason, and I think Reason ends up drawing the foul. Foul on the floor, no free throws. That goes against Zoe McKnight. Pass into Moritz. Now they swing it around to Ava Reason. And now there's Zany McKnight with the steal. Goes in for another layup. Zany McKnight now in double figures with 10. And another whistle. This one against Zany McKnight. That will be 3 on her. 4 on Zoe McKnight. 3 on Zany now. With just over 4.5 minutes to go in the game. Reason. Again through traffic. Now West and then Ava Reason finds Moritz underneath, and Moritz lays it in. Long pass too high, intended for Miller, and it goes out of bounds. Fleck now checking back in for Emmanuel. And now they beat the press almost too easily, and Ava Reason misses the shot, gets it back, misses again. Miller now has it for the Eagles. They swing it around to Daniel. Now it's stolen away. Reason's bringing it up for Colonial. Into the lane. Lost the dribble for a moment. Now puts up the shot. That's missed, and now Coyne has it for Emmanuel. And now the shot put up by Zoe McKnight draws the foul. It's going to go against Ashlyn Moritz. First free throw good by Zoe McKnight. And she hits them both. First points of the game for Zoe McKnight as Rachel Boyd brings it across the timeline for Colonial, gives it to Moritz. Moritz has it on the wing. Now back out to the top to Emma Reason. Now Ava. And down low, West is open, but misses the shot at the rim. Coyne tries to save it from going out of bounds, but it goes out the sideline anyway, so it will stay with Colonial. Bring it into Moritz. Moritz is going to put up the baseline shot. A little bit too strong, and the rebound to Miller. Zoe McKnight over to Miller. Now Fleck has it. Now it's Coyne again. Now they swing it all the way around to the left side, but then they throw it out of bounds. Pass intended for either Fleck or Coyne down in the corner. And now Rachel Boyd called for the travel after taking the pass from Emma Reason. Down to 2:36 to go in the game. Again, one more game still to come. It's the second boys semifinal between Heartland and Cross Point. As that shot is missed by Emma Dyson, saved by McKnight, and then it goes out of bounds, last touched by Carissa West. Coyne has it on the baseline. Out to Miller. Miller guarded by Boy. Now back to Coyne. Stolen away by West and into the hands of Reason. And now a whistle. I think Reason was fouled from behind by Coyne. And that may do it for Coyne. It does. That's 5 fouls on Raylan Coyne. So she has to head to the bench, and with 2:04, Colonial will have it once again. Reason lost it, but Boy was there to pick it up. Now they swing it around to Ava Reason, back to West. West tries to make the pass over to Boy, but it's stolen away. McKnight looking to go coast to coast, switches directions, leans in, misses the shot. West is open on the other end. Lost the handle for a moment, got it back, missed the shot. And now it goes out of bounds, last touched by Emmanuel. .133 to go as this is Jesse Kirtland coming into the game for Emmanuel, number 12. Shot comes up short by Dyson. West now over to Reason, and timeout called by Colonial. I think this just for substitution purposes, as Meg Wiley's going to be checking in for Colonial. And they may go ahead and take the full timeout. 1:08 to go in the game. It's Colonial out in front, 46-19. So Colonial has it, just over a minute to go. Emma Reason over to Meg Wiley, back to Emma. Now Moritz tries to make the drive along the baseline. She's fouled as Dyson kind of stumbles after the foul. And that's going to be 5 fouls on Emma Dyson. So it's Ashlyn Moritz at the line as Colonial's now in the bonus. And the free throw is missed. Rebounded by McKnight, Zoe McKnight, up ahead to Zaney. And she drives in for the bucket. 12 points now for Zaney McKnight. Boy across the timeline now to Moritz. Ava Reason now has it and tries to make the pass down to Moritz, but it's stolen away. And now it's Fleck who brings it across. We're down to 22 seconds to go. And a near steal. Now there's a foot race. And Emmanuel ends up with it. McKnight again, drives in, and it goes out of bounds. It will stay with Emmanuel, just 2.8 seconds to go. They get it into McKnight. She puts up the shot. It drops. And that finishes off the game as Colonial will advance to the championship game on Saturday, where they will take on the Eagles of Tabernacle in the IACS Girls Basketball State Tournament Championship game Saturday at 1 o'clock. Tabernacle going for 4 in a row. And they will take on a Colonial team that they have beaten twice already this year, but both games pretty competitive, so should be a good matchup on Saturday. The end of this one, 46-23, Colonial advances. Next game, Cross Point and Heartland for the second boys semifinal to determine who will meet Colonial for the boys championship on Saturday. Again, the final score here, Colonial 46 and Emmanuel 23.